wonderful technique, sir. And we have always been applying this sutras of Patel Saab, and uh, we are very much, we can say everything with conviction that such and such things will happen, provided if we do not miss out on something else. After all, we are also human, so we have always seen that, sir.
Exactly.
And sir, one more thing which I was apprehending, like people basically use transit directly on the D1 chart. But what written in Patel's book, is always to be applied on Navamsa, only on Navamsa based on the Ashtak Varga points.
Yeah.
So I would like to request you to tell something about this Navamsa transit.
Actually, he has written people doing transit on Rashi chart may not get accurate results. It's written. And people who want to predict specifically and closely, they should work on Navamsa. That is how, when people come to me, they are in trouble, or some problem in job, some this thing in job. So I look at Navamsa transit and see which vulnerable points specific to job or otherwise life, have married life or whatever is the thing, when malefic transits will pass through that Navamsa position. And Patel Sahab there is a clear chapter on the Saturn transit. There is one specific thing he has written, probably missed by many people, even if from the reading from the book also. on the Rashi Saturn transit, about Saturn transit I'm talking. Saturn transit on a Rashi 8th from a particular house. On a Rashi 8th from a particular house, the Rashi acquired in Navamsa. Saturn transits on that would destroy he is written, would destroy the good effects of that bhava. The full chapter on various relations on this. If father is to be seen, it is 8th from 9th house, that is 4th house of Rashi chart, and see which Navamsa that Lord has taken 4th house of your Rashi chart. Say it is Cancer. So moon, what has acquired in Navamsa chart? Malefic transits on that Rashi, moon has acquired in Navamsa chart. Saturn transit on that Rashi. I'm talking of Rashi. On the Rashi, Navamsa, only Rashi acquired by moon. That Rashi, malefic transits on that Rashi would definitely bring bad result further, would destroy the good effects of that bhava. It doesn't mean death. It would destroy the good effects of that bhava on a particular transit. And if Jupiter is happening, something good, but it is not from then 8th house. It is to be seen from the trine. Only the 8th house, 8th from that. When a whole Lal Kitab is based on 8th from those things, 8th house, 8th house, 8th house from particular bhava, and they suggest remedies based on earth bhava. How do we, this all red book is mostly on remedies, and remedies are based on earth house from a particular house, how to mitigate those things. So it is whole astrology. You take this book as all thing. But when you want to see a good effect, trines. From trine, Jupiter transit, Venus transit, Mercury transit, Moon transit from a trine, from a particular house, simply on Navamsa occupied by that. Good planets transiting over this would bring good results. He says in progression, he says events in life progression. He says Jupiter transit would definitely give birth of a child, marriage, like that. It says clearly, without doubt. He uses word without doubt. In progression, Jupiter transits in trine to, he is not written trine. In to lagna, in progression, it will give good result. So, but we have to apply wisdom there. He has other places he has said also. So, in trying to those things, it would give good effects. Marriage or like that, it would happen.
Yes, sir. We have seen these results happening very often with the transit of Jupiter in trine to a particular bhava, narad of a particular bhava. We have seen results coming on it. So, sir,
We have made,
it-
sir, one video on Saturn Transit. We will put a link in this video so that people can go more deeper in that, as per your teachings.
so, sir, currently Saturn is transiting in Pisces. Very recently, Saturn is. And the entire social media is with the news of Saturn transit in Pisces and so much of hue and cry. So, I just wanted to ask one question. Saturn to stay in Pisces for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So, will it give trouble to a native for the entire 2.5 years?
Two terms in astrology. One is Dhaya
Yes.
and Sadesati. Sadesati is 2.5 years in a particular house from moon, 2.5 years, on moon, 2.5 years, and a Rashi ahead of moon, that is cycles of Saturn. This is 7.5 years. One is Dhaya. The most dangerous is the Dhaya. Saturn gives the ill effects of a house from visits. Now Saturn has entered Pisces Rashi. It would be eighth from eighth, which
Leo.
you ask those people who have Cancer lagna, Cancer, who have moon in their Cancer, how much they are relieved. You would know only, and how much bad time they had. But there is always, not all the 2.5 years would be bad. It would be depending on Navamsa position of Saturn it acquires. It is divided into again 9 Navamsas of Pisces. Saturn position working on that. Oh, one more thing which people do not know, and people make most of these people make scared. Yes, it is Sade Sati have started. What would happen? It is, of course, it is written unfavorable, Saturn transit or moon. But if Mercury, Jupiter, Venus aspect moon, either being in the same sign, if Jupiter, Venus, Mercury are in Pisces, or they aspect Pisces through their aspect, second, seventh, ninth, and this thing. So then it is reverse. It will bring name, fame, and travel are assured. So mitigation is there if Jupiter, Mercury, and Venus either being there or by their aspect, they affect the moon. So when there is a benign aspect of these benefic planets, malefics are mitigated. So, but happening, mother's health, if she is alive, need to be watched. It is written. I'm not talking of anything from my head. It is written in Shastras that this thing. And you apply this and check yourself and ask people who have the Cancer, moon in Cancer, what they observed during the 2.5 years and when it happened. So you can relate those events with the transit of Saturn in Navamsa, whether it synchronizes with that Rashi position or it is different. Then it doesn't fuel it. Navamsa position fuels that Rashi position, fuels, it would give effects. If it doesn't fuel, then it will not give effects.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sir, you have also using Bhrigu Bindu a lot. So
Not
I mean, Patel Saab has been using, and you extensively see Bhrigu Bindu whenever some favorable result is to be seen, or so I would like to tell the audience something about Bhrigu Bindu and transit of malefic and benefit on Bhrigu Bindu.
Look, childbirth, marriage. You would see Jupiter transit over Bhrigu Bindu, either or Navamsa acquired by Bhrigu Bindu, it would surely happen, provided it is built in the chart and it is in favorable houses. Second condition is it is in favorable houses. Otherwise, some good would happen. Malefics would be mitigated. So, good houses, presence of Bhrigu Bindu, and transit of benefic or and over Bhrigu Bindu, transit of Ketu, transit of Saturn, transit of Rahu definitely malefic brings bad results. Yeah, but I would say degreeically are same Navamsa. Within those 3 degrees 20 minutes. Rahu Ketu, they remain for 62 days, but you always going for true Rahu, for to be very, very specific, not mean Rahu. And degrees would tell a lot. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Request you to share something about the golden rule, that is the dispositor theory of Sri C.S. Patel sir.
Once we have spoken over dispositor theory, that placement of Rashi dispositor and Navamsa dispositor, transit of Rashi dispositor and Navamsa dispositor placement would foretell bringing results whether with ease or with difficulty. Dispositors having 6-8 position does not necessarily mean bad. If there is a exchange between 2 planets, 6-8, there is respite. There is a resolution is available. Even with planets placed 6-8 to each other, that dispositors place 6-8 to each other. If there is exchange, resolution would be available. If a person falls sick or is a heart ailment, remedy would be available, doctor would be available, everything go good. Or if there is a replacement of this thing wall, or if there is a replacement of surgery is needed, things would happen. But ambulance would be traveling with you for good things, and even for other things, some available remedy would be there even for good things. It does not necessarily bad. 6-8 position or even 2-12 position, not necessarily bad. If there is exchange or their friends are, it would there. But if 2-12, more vigorous efforts are required, written by Gayatri Devi also. So vigorous efforts are to achieve a thing. 6-8 difficult to achieve, but if there is a replacement or if there is an exchange, then that is I word use DPAC. DPAC, PSC is placement, aspect, and conjunction. It is not if you if you go by that, then your half of this is true, half is untrue, because you use DPAC, Dispositor Exchange, PAC, DPAC, Dispositor Exchange, Placement, Aspect, and Conjunction. Now it will give you full results. DPAC, you forget the word PAC, PAC. Remember the word DPAC. It will get you good results.
Vaibhavji?
Yes, sir. So yeah, sir, this concept is very, very clear about the dispositors. And maybe if you want to take one example, which is very common question in many people's mind, if you want to put light on that. So in one particular, let's say example of current example, let's say Venus. Venus is in, for example, Venus is in Pisces in D1. In D9, it is in Virgo. How will say the strength of the planet? And vice versa.
They are in Venus is in Pisces in Rashi, and in Virgo it is in Navamsa.
Navamsa.
Pushkara Navamsa. He would get happiness, but he would get. But let's have a use particular word for this. If this happen, he would get happiness, not logically but illogically, or whatever other ways, but he will get happiness. Fear means, but it is Pushkar Navamsa. Then you are to see the disposition of, don't stop it here.
Yes.
In Navamsa, you see the dispositor, whether Mercury was with this either aspecting, or there is exchange between Mercury and in Navamsa. Look for Mercury, where it is. Whether results would be easy, it is like I'm tenant to you, and my lord, my honor is sitting somewhere else, or my honor is sitting with me, or in a trine to me with belly position. So those things are to be seen. Dispositors are to be seen for getting results. If dispositors not aspecting, not looking at that chart, things would be difficult. Maybe it is there in Pushkar Navamsa, but it will be difficult to get the results. Results would be only available, and when the position dispositor is in a prime position with that. Result, repeat, results would be only available when dispositor, even in Navamsa, you try to place that Navamsa position in Rashi. If it is Rashi, it is Mercury is in number 6 Kanya or Virgo, then still you can get that
benefit.
Those things are acquiring simple theory of astrology, basic astrology. When planet is in own house, you get results. When planet is in exaltation, its prime position or this thing, you get results. Otherwise, it's difficult to get. In D3 chart, I remember, he says, if a planet in D3 chart, it is in debilitated or this thing, but if it happens to be in Rashi chart or Navamsa chart, happens to be own house, exalted house, or good position, there is exchange, no disease with respect to that planet, even if it is D3, it is debilitated. Dashka. So it is clearly written, no disease with respect to that planet if it happens to acquire own planet in own Rashi or its exaltation position. It will not give disease. Let it be in debilitated position in D3, that's chart.
Thanks, sir. And sir, yes, we were missing one topic. I was thinking what we are missing. So you have touched now Pushkar Navamsa, and you have given a lot of importance to Pushkar Navamsa. So just tell if anybody like have few planet, maybe one planet, two planet, Pushkar, what kind of things he will see, or he or she will see in their life if they have any planet in Pushkar Navamsa.
Yeah. See, the Patels have clearly written on Pushkar Navamsa, Jupiter. If it happens, Jupiter if it is in Pushkara Navamsa, he will be blessed with everything in life. But if any one of the position, Navamsa position, if it is in 6, 8, or 12, then despite all those happiness, he is likely to see the death of his child. That position written. So one of the, and which is the biggest misery in one's life if he sees own son or own child passing away before him. So he says all happiness in the world is available if Jupiter happens to be in Pushkar Navamsa.
Yes, sir. We were, sir, few days back. Right now, important thing going on is all world is listening about what Donald Trump is telling, and we were discussing chart of Donald Trump maybe 6 months back or so, and we were discussing exactly one thing. What is big thing about his chart is Donald Trump chart is Leo ascendant, and his Venus and Saturn are around 2 degrees in Cancer. Vargotama Cancer in Pushkar Navamsa, both in Cancer Rashi. Now, if you see, sir, one thing we have noticed, if somebody has planet in Pushkar Navamsa and in transit, which is currently happening, you see, right now, same Venus and Saturn, right now in Pisces in Pushkar Navamsa. And Donald Trump is showing his power to the world. Very, very clearly, it is visible.
Unethical. One other part is Venus position is other is Virgo Navamsa.
Right now, it's Cancer Navamsa only, sir.
Cancer Navamsa. Oh, who?
Yeah. Yes.
Cancer Navamsa.
Cancer Navamsa. So we noticed like as soon and so I think which was there. Yeah, so as soon as these two come, like as soon as Saturn, basically, you remember there was earthquake just before Saturn entering into Pisces, and as soon as it was like 28th March, yes, sir, we just made a small video so that people can just understand the concept. We just analyzed the situation. So if you see, as soon as, so it was around 28, 29 March. And after that, Saturn moved to the Pushkar Navamsa. And exactly after that, he applied tariff. And he shown his power to the world. Now, both Venus and Saturn are in his 12th house. And what he is doing, he's showing power using the tariff, all things with the foreign things. So very, very visible, the Pushkar Navamsa thing. And whenever we analyze, even in a cricket match also, maybe Rakesh ji can share one example about maybe yesterday's match. Just one small example about Pushkar Navamsa. Yeah. You are mute, Rakesh ji.
I didn't watch yesterday's match properly, but what I presume, yesterday's match, the evening match, was between Sunrisers Hyderabad and Punjab Kings. So the lagna rising was Libra, 11 degree, and the 7th house would be Aries. So basically, what I was presuming, because I had a Bhagavad Gita session, I couldn't see the match, but I was assuming that Hyderabad should win. And moon was at 22 degrees odd. I mean, it would be changing Navamsa during the match. So in the first half of the match, we saw that Punjab Kings scored very nicely. But as soon as moon changed the Navamsa, so what happened is that the 11th lord for the first team, it is Sun. Sun was in Pisces, Sun was Vargotam in Pisces. And it was in exchange with Jupiter.
In Navamsa.
Jupiter was acquiring Leo Navamsa. And Moon also, during the course of the match, Moon also acquired Leo Navamsa. So what happened? The postman moon, it was itself with in the 11th house of the first team, along with Jupiter, and an exchange between Sun and Jupiter. Also, the second lord Mars, which is also the lagna lord for the seventh house, but the second lord Mars was also acquiring Leo Navamsa. So this fourth aspect would be on the second house for the first team. So it is clearly evident that Sunrisers Hyderabad is going to win, and they finish the match in 18 hours.
An important thing about the score, the first team made 247 for 245. We are
245 something,
we are
yeah.
talking about T20 match. So second team who played for who batted first, they made 245 run in T20 match, and the second team chased 245 like the first team in our lagna chased 245 run in 18 hours. It is very
So,
clearly nobody can explain without seeing these things with that much confidence.
no, I have applied only moon. I have
Moon.
not seen much of the match. I have applied only moon. So what we see, what Sir has already written in the Patel Sahab book, and Sir has also said, at the time of that you see where is moon, the rising sign of moon. So moon was on the with the Narad of 12th house for the second team.
Yes.
With the eighth Narad of eighth lord of the second team. So definitely the second team is going to lose.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Good. So Patel Sahab has never taught to look at the cricket matches and things, but these principles they work very well on cricket matches and other things. That what it was told when I was in. You remember we showed you the examples of football match or something like that. We predicted on this thing how to go ahead with any match on that particular time it starts and who versus who makes the first house and who versus the second house. So all those things clear, and they say the rules all work. All rules work.
Works.
And one more thing I would like to share here. It is about the 55th Navamsa.
Oh, great.
So as we know that if there are planets in the 55th Navamsa, partnership is not going to work.
He only wrote one line. Patel Sahab wrote only
Yes.
one line. At the time of culmination of the Panigraha ceremony, no planet, make a chart of that time
Yes.
when Panigraha, and no planet should be in 55th house. That's all. Because it marriage may not last long. So it came in my mind. I'm nobody. I said thought, divine thought came in my mind. Ki when in cricket match, when it happens so happen, that is, it is a fixed thing. Ki a wicket fallen at a time when a planet is in 55th March, the other second partner may not survive for a long time. He has to immediately go. That principle, 55th Masha, that principle works. And you have seen with so many results, it works wonders.
Sir, what happened yesterday, even when the first team, the Punjab team was batting, so they had a very good partnership. And when the lagna changed to Scorpio, from
Eighth
seventh,
house.
the lagna changed to Scorpio. So one wicket fell down at that time. And my son came and he said, Papa, one wicket has gone. So I looked at the time. So I thought, yes, definitely this time the lagna has already changed. So I said, wait for some time, the next wicket is also going to go soon. And within, I think the next ball or the third ball, another wicket also fell.
And again, on this 55th Masha natal chart.
And it was, sir, that it was the 8th house rising for the second team.
Again, when 55th
Yes, sir. You wanted to say something. Yes.
he wrote the principle for that it should not happen at the time of Panigraha marriage ceremony. Then suddenly, while analyzing his chart, we wondered if a person has that 55th Navamsa in his basic horoscope, what would happen? Many of those things I have seen, either no marriage or marriage is, there is no sustenance of marriage. In this thing, unless they change the place, they go away from their birthplace, and that chain, 55th month chain, is broken. That particular rule is broken in the chart, made at a new place of shifting from a because it is very 14 minutes time, or sometimes it is left with a minute or 2 minutes balance of Navamsa. So if a person has not changed the place of residence, then it works for a, it's a permanent detriment to marriage.
Yes. So this we can use when somebody is having a late marriage or something like that. If sustenance is not there.
This one can see in matching the horoscopes also. The
Yes.
planet having a man in 55th Navamsa, so either they should have broken their first marriage, they have been in serious relationship, serious, and that is broken, they may go ahead with the second marriage. Then probably the way to say that.
So in this case, the remedy is like what is called Kumbh Viva or something. Remedy is like that.
Yes, one can go ahead with that remedy. That's a good remedy, and it should work.
Okay. So we have covered almost all the topics in brief. Now, the most unique thing which Patel Saab has been using is the Navamsa Progression.
Wonderful.
So we would like our audience must also be aware about this Navamsa Progression. So because we have seen that everybody has their own system of predicting. Somebody using Gemini Dasa, somebody is using all these Dasa system. But we have seen applying these Dasa systems are not always very easy for all. But we felt that this Navamsa progression, we can apply it very easily and we are getting wonderful results.
It is, I don't say you don't use dashas. Use dashas also, but if you want transit results are, if it is built, transit results are available if it is built in the horoscope. However strong may be the transit, it may not give results unless it is promised in the chart. So transits simply, progression is also a transit, and it is a hypothetical progression. 1 year, a planet moves 1 year, 1 Navamsa, irrespective of the speed of the planet. Even Saturn moves 1 year, Jupiter moves 1 year in a 1 Navamsa in 1 year, Rahu Ketu, they move 1 year in 1 Navamsa in 1 year. Even Moon, Venus, all planets move 1 year, and he has said whenever a malefic planet reaches ascendant, there are 5 methods he has given, 6 methods I would say, 5 methods, and it would surely happen. If a particular year Saturn comes to ascendant, Saturn comes to whatever ascendant man has got by progression after so many years, it will reach ascendant, it will give bad effects, accident, whatever, some even death depending upon age, whatever would happen. And Jupiter, for sure, birth of a child, like events, or marriage, or those good things happen. Rahu Ketu and all things, so bad things have been written, and Mars, all bad things have been written. by progression it reaches. And I think my life changed. My whole life changed. It was during COVID time and started making the program and progression. Then slowly, and blessings of Patel Sahib are there, divine blessings of Patel Sahib. I do not know what formulas, how they came, how I went on progressing and made a thing. And with the results I showed, all those things were built in a program. And then at the click of a button, you can see what is going to happen on a particular day. Then we invoked sixth method, Patel Sahib has written about the actual on progression thing, how many in how many days a planet would reach fit place. So accordingly, a planet may be at the beginning of the Navamsa, he will also take 1 year, and it is the planet at the fag end of the Navamsa, say 20 degrees the sixth Navamsa, so 19.5 in Navamsa. So 19 degrees and 5 minutes, maybe another this thing, it will change to. So all those differences made and actual and Patel Sahib principle, they were made separate, and we see that actual results date-wise, we Vaibhav also helped me in predicting those calculated with a clue from his this thing. I made immediately the program, and we can now calculate the click of the date wise. It may happen 5 days, 10 days here and there, because different calculation. Actually, it should be 360 degrees. You have an option of varying to 365 degrees, or more realistic would be this thing. But it works with, I think, fairly accurate with 360 degrees there. Of 1 year of thing. So I feel this is, I never wanted to make a penny out of that. My achievement, I wanted to give it to people, everybody who really understands this astrology. I really give to people who are wanting to be astrologer, and without making much effort, who understand astrology, and they should learn. And this, by adding so many things in this program, even medical also, all those things have been built in things, and it can make the astrology much easier and thing. And same thing, same progression or thing is available also in transit of the planet, depending upon the strength of the planet in transit, actual. So Venus is combust, and Venus is to give you results. Venus, if it is combust in zodiac these days, Venus will not give any result, because he is in himself incompetent to give you results. So all those things, planet should have strength. He should not be hemmed between two malefics. He should be, so all such things apply in transit. Whereas you can ignore few things, and in progression, everything is hypothetical, and it goes on, and it gives results. Certain events of life you can see with a click of a button.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, I would like to add one more line to viewers. Like maybe when we were starting learning, also we had same question. So many people have question, like let's say we say moon, for example. If we say moon will come to so and so Navamsa, one person can say, oh, every month it will travel to that. But if you apply same concept in progression, their moon will travel one Navamsa 1 year, correct? And when that matches, it will give result more. Then you can guarantee, say, okay, that result will come. But if you just take only transit also work. I'm just saying a big event in life, how to see it is going to give results. So first you should see the promise as per the strength of the planet with this dispositor strength. Then see in progression is that particular planet, for example, in some particular chart, Jupiter may be coming over Moon. So we can say, oh, that year is good. Now we can narrow down which is the exact date in transit. So that step by step method which sir had taught us is very important, and it works um, with conviction. That is very important. Otherwise, what happens when we start learning astrology, like Rakesh ji also learning, me also learning, we started learning. Everyone start with, yeah. Yes, sir. You are always a true student of astrology. And so we started learning, and this is the same question. Like we learn some concept, it is working, not working, working, not working. We were always searching. There should be some scientific method where we can say surely, okay, it is going to work like this or not going to work. And that kind of when we met you on this particular course. So we would like to thank Saptarishis also, who provided the course with Shri Vijay Chawla sir. That changed our life. We were always thinking of some teacher who has the conviction, and so very logically, degree wise. There are many good teachers who teaches astrology, and they predict with conviction, but students are not able to follow. The reason is because there may be some scientific step is missing, where sir is teaching with step by step degreecally event happens. Like, okay, when this planet comes to that degree, provided the strength is there and the result comes. And that changed our life and faith in the astrology. Maybe I would like to say one more thing about me. Like, say, when I was starting astrology, somehow basically God planned the thing. When I was studying in IIT Bombay, we need to take a subject, optional subject which is outside your course. So let's say I was in electrical engineering, so we need to take a subject which is outside your electrical engineering. So I took a subject called History of Indian Mathematics. Professor Ram was teaching there, and very important topic, where in that particular course they teach how the mathematics was developed in ancient time. Like, for example, Pythagoras theorem. There's a sloka for that, and very systematic derivation is there. And there are different number systems in our past, Katpayadi number system, or the number system where they follow, for example, they want to say number 5, they will use gun. Gun is 5. If they want to use number 7, they use Parvat or something like that. Or they want to use number 16, they may use moon. So I studied that kind of thing, and with that reference, when I came to know about C.S. Patel sir through Chawla sir, where everything is followed with reference to a sloka. This is very important. We are not adding anything extra. We just doing research beyond those sloka, first understanding the sloka and then applying it. That's why we are calling it the scientific way of learning astrology. And so all credit to Chawla sir.
No, it's all credit to you. You are learning and you have achieved. Rather, you are you add fuel to me. Yes, it is giving results. My potential also increases. And even now, Narasimha Rao, in one of his recent interviews, said, apply progression with dasha, which dasha is running, and look for that antardasha, nardasha. I have not heard that full video on that. See in progression where it is to give you specific result for particular. Whatever progression you use, they said there are various methods of progression, but convincingly said even dasha can be gelled with progression. So we can, you can work on that also. It really works.
Sure. Yes, we started thinking around that and applied few chart, but yeah, we need to put more work there.
Yeah.
And to our viewers, one more thing about Chawla sir. Chawla sir always basically donated or he has not never took a money for astrology. He mostly donating all whatever earning there is to Bharat Ke Veer charity, and same me and Rakesh ji also following. And so who are watching this video and they want to donate, they can donate to Bharat Ke Veer website. It is maybe Rakesh ji or sir can say more about that. What is the charity about?
Bharat Ke Veer is a. I was inspired by Bharat Ke Veer. Of course, there are other options available. Indian Army Martyrs of Army are. It is for paramilitary forces to separate this thing. This is easier made by our film star Akshay Kumar. It goes to the directly to the families of people who die in action. So up to 15 lakhs one can donate directly to the families who die in the line of action. So I thought it is appropriate, so we can help a man who is serving the nation and then he dies. The Prime Minister Care is there. When I started doing charity, it was Prime Minister National Relief Fund, then Prime Minister Care also for this COVID people. Sometimes you don't get people on Bharat Ke Veer. None is available for accepting those donation, because then they say you give it to corpus fund. So if you are conscious, say you can donate, but then going for other options available, Prime Minister National Relief Fund or PM Care Fund. So all the three or four, whatever. There is Army Benevolent Fund also who die in the line of action. Even but that is not easy. That account is there in Syndicate Bank now, Canara Bank. So all those things are there. One can donate. And charity never goes waste. Charity never goes waste, and it is once you do it for a cause, you get satisfaction. You get satisfaction in your heart that you are doing a good job, and there is no greed for money. Once you do a charity, there greediness goes. I'm teaching something. There's money is coming. That greediness goes. Greediness goes. So I believe and say that doing charity is good. I don't need. I'm getting good pension. My wife is getting good pension. Don't need, and that is enough for us. Contentment is there. So contentment is there. There's no extra income is required for those things. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. So we'd like to maybe if you with your blessings we started this channel and putting some videos. So would like to ask feedback about how we are doing. You are seeing the videos and just some feedback to us about the channel.
Well, doing wonderfully well. I often see your videos and you are doing a great job, which I could do only to telling people through my videos, through Saptarishi astrology. You are doing it wonderfully well, taking ahead the, I would say, projecting my mission in life. You are taking ahead my mission in life, projecting. And once you teach transparently, your Mercury becomes Jupiter.
Okay,
Once you keep with you and you don't distribute your teaching, you don't let people know what are your this thing, your Mercury remains Mercury, and you have to take rebirth to give your Mercury, to make your Mercury Jupiter. So always, whatever your these things are, don't keep it to heart. Don't keep it to yourself. Give it to people transparently. God will give you more.
thank you so much. We
Which
learn
are
one
the
more
best.
one more golden rule from you at the end. Yeah,
Not
thank
me,
you.
not my rule. It is those our great legend astrologer. He said it.
Thank you so much, sir. Uh, Thank you so much for coming to this. We'll say all the viewers this video we made in English. If time permits, one more video sometime we'll make with Hindi audience. Um, Please like, share, subscribe the channel. Um, uh, it helps to basically share the knowledge what Sri Chawla sir has been teaching to us, and our purpose is to share with more people so that we can get more feedback and refine this in future. Rakesh ji, if you want to give a concluding remark.
Yes, we are very blessed, and kind words of sir. They are always has been encouraging to do our research, and sir's motivating uh, statement. Uh, I mean, I am falling short of words, and maybe I'm feeling a bit emotional. What sir has said.
See that? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, Thank you so much, sir. And time to time, we will again ask you to
Yes,
give.
yes, sure. Yeah, my lovely children. Yeah, I'll definitely come. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for your
so much,
precious
sir.
time, sir. Thank
To
you.
all, thank you so much, and to all viewers, please comment in comment section what kind of topic you want to listen in future with sir. I will surely include those questions in the coming video. Uh, thank you so much, sir. Pranam aapko.
Thank you so much, sir. Pranam, sir.